It's family day in British Columbia, and while the kids are off school, these two teams are very much on the clock as they meet again this afternoon, part 2 of a 3-game stretch that will soon head to Ontario. And the Canucks would love to close out this homestand with 6 points before hopping on the plane tomorrow, but easier said than done against a Reign side that doesn't drop 2 in a row very often and are in first place for a reason. And Pinelli will knock one into the Canucks zone as Waters threw down Connors, who's slow to get up, and we're going to have a hand pass against Ontario. First whistle of the game happens 35 seconds in. Here come the Reign the other way. Janssen slides it in. Tolopilo stops it. Actually rolled over his stick, and now Pinelli in front, and they score! A tough break there for Tolopilo, who tried to play it around the net, and it rolled over his stick, and the Reign put it towards the crease, and Janssen steers it home. And for a second straight game, the Reign opened the scoring. Takes it behind the net and goes across to Kirsanov. Canucks hold the line. Jet Wu finds Lekarmäki in the slot. Wrist shot, kick save Copley. Lekarmäki was held without a shot on Saturday, so he gets an early one under his belt here today after the Reign turned it over. And Wu set up Lekarmäki, who pulled the trigger quickly. Banks it to the point. Wu couldn't get it back to Oman. Now there's a breakaway. All alone is Alexandrov. He dekes, and he can't beat Tolopilo. A last-second save by Tolopilo, stretching to his right. Keeps it a 1-0 game, and the buzzer sounds. What a chance for Alexandrov, the leading scorer for the Reign. Goes backhand, forehand, but Tolopilo, in desperation, reaching out with his right pad, got a piece, and the period is over. Canucks win the face-off. Schultz gonna take a wrist shot and went over the glove side of Copley. And now picked up by Lekarmäki. He shoots and he scores! Jonathan Lekarmäki posted in, ties it up, quick snapshot from the right circle. And the fans explode. And my daughter's ripping my headset off, she's so happy. There we go, we got it back on the rails. There's that patented snapshot, and Lekarmäki gets his 12th of the season. Copley didn't even see it, great screen in front. What did you think of that shot, Ellie? Pretty good, hey? Clayton to Minio as both defensemen are in deep, and now here's a chance for Oman, who sets up Berard, who scores! Clayton, Minio, Oman, Berard, what passing! And the Duncan product, Ben Berard, the all-star, puts it home, and just like that, the Canucks have the lead. What a shot, but how about that entry from the Canucks? 4 players touch it. And Berard down on one knee inside the right circle. Slaps it top shelf. Counters to the right wing for Janssen. Drop pass to Pinelli. His shot, kick save by Tolopilo. And the Canucks pick it up and bring it to center. Waters to the right wing. Cambites throws it in front. Waters is there. Puck is loose and now played towards the boards. Waters wasn't quite sure where it was. The Reign in transition, trying to make something happen. Here's a speedster, Chromiak, working on Clayton. Chromiak behind the defense, and Tolopilo kicked out his right pad to keep it out. Dangerous opportunity from Chromiak, who turned on the Jets and made something happen in tight. But Tolopilo stands tall, lands right back to Gutman. He'll hand off to Connors, right back to Gutman. Godin screening in front. Gutman to Alexandrov. Now Chromiak, one-timer, and it scores! It was tipped in. Godin was in front. I think he'll get credit, and the Reign have tied it. A power play goal with 4:32 to go, and it's a Seafair product. Glenn Godin on the score sheet. That'll be his 11th. Good positioning in front, playing the bumper zone. Godin up the left side. Cycles behind the net for Alexandrov. Now Millar off his point. Plays it in front. Godin's there. He shoots, and he's stopped by Tolopilo. And where's the puck? It's in Tolopilo's gear. And a whistle took a while, but it does sound. Nice setup from behind the net, and Godin nearly had his 2nd in a row. As Schultz tries to work over Alexandrov at the Canuck line. It's in Schultz's skates, and he gets some help, and it does come outside, but brought back quickly in. And here's Janssen on the left side. Sharp angle shot, and he scores! Janssen from an impossible angle. Apparently not. He beats Tolopilo over the shoulder. He's got his 2nd of the game, and the Reign get their 2nd lead of this matchup. 16:09 to go. That came out of nowhere. Alexandrov will get the only assist. That'll be his second point. Here's Jimmy Schultz dumping it in. Jujar Kara overskates the puck, but it comes to the right side. Mancini, wrist shot, save, rebound, Kara scores! Jujar Kara cashes in, and this game is tied. A great response from the Canucks a couple shifts ago. The Reign took the lead, but it's 3-3 thanks to Jujar Kara. Copley around the boards. Mancini couldn't hold it in. It took a funny hop to center. And now Lee the other way has Gutman going to the net, 2-on-1. Lee, and it's blocked by a sliding Mancini. What a defensive effort by Mancini, making sure it didn't reach Gutman. Under 7 minutes to go, here's Jonathan Lekkerimäki to center for Baines. In the attacking zone down the wing. Baines turns away, has room on that same side. Baines for Mueller. Lekkerimäki tees one up and he scores! The kid can absolutely rip it! Lethal! Lekkerimäki, laser! His second of the game gives the Canucks the lead late in the third period. What an entry! Baines, Mueller, and Lekkerimäki go to work, and 23 in green does it again. Clayton up the boards for Lekkerimäki, and out it goes to center for Baines. Nice little pass to Wu. Down the left wing in the Ontario zone he goes. Jet Wu in front looking for Mueller. He's taking it around the net. Goaltender's out of position and Mueller scores! Ty Mueller's got 3 points and the Canucks go up by 2. What an effort from Jet Wu on the entry. And Mueller in the blue paint finds a loose puck and steers it home. And the Canucks can taste it. What a period! The Canucks have 3 goals. At one point, they were down by 1, and now they lead by 2. Canucks win the face-off, but they can't clear. Alexandrov tied up. Mancini behind the net, puck loose in front. Tolopilo the save, they're walking away. Where is it? And the Reign find it, and a whistle sounds. The Reign. Now Clayton ties it up against the end boards, trying to kill some more clock. Squirts loose. Gutman has it at the left point. Slides it down low. Chromiak. Backdoor pass, throws it in front. Puck is loose. Tolopilo the save, and he's got it. Can't get it out. Good pinch. Under 20 seconds ago, here's a sharp angle shot stopped by Tolopilo. And the puck is tied up along the side of the net. And it ends up in front, and the Canucks clear it out, and that should do it. 7 seconds left. Another great third period from the Abbotsford Canucks. Tolopilo catches it. Let's get out of here. Canucks win 5-3. It's a 3-game win streak. The Canucks sweep the top dogs in the Pacific Division. They win on Saturday 2-1, and now they beat them by a 5-3 score.